Sejati says so right now.
The constituency, it looks like the strategy is working with Rafizi leading by huge margins. So we will give you more updates when the confirmed results comes out from Pandan in the next couple of minutes or so.
All right, Sejati, many thanks. Now here's a quick recap of the latest developments in the Malaysian 13th general election. The opposition PAS is saying they have retained Kelantan with a simple majority. Pakatan Rakyat is also claiming Penang, and unofficial results say Kedah has gone back to the Barisan Nasional.
And the polls may have opened early this morning, but for some Malaysians early this morning in time to cast their votes back in their hometowns. And Channel News Asia's Kimberly Spikerman has more.
For some Malaysians here, work commitments able to leave for home earlier this week.
Yes, I got over.
Very close, so I decided to go back.
Was way on the first buses. For some, making the last-minute dash back home means they won't be getting to their vote and getting on the bus straight. Expected increase in demand as Malaysians.
Where exactly in Johor, because it's a very big state, I think it's very significant, is the numbers were actually going back. That's one. Number two, what is fascinating actually is the politics about them. There was a lot of talk that these guys are being actually bussed back by the DAP and by the PR, and there was also the Election Commission complaint to the Singapore government that somehow or another you allowed vehicles to actually back the opposition rather than anything else, and you shouldn't be doing that. How would you feel if we interfere in your elections? So, I mean, fascinating that this 400,000 brought about some international politics between the two countries. That's one. Number two, majority, we do not know the exact number, the majority are non-Malays who are working here, and they're going back. So I think the impact is not going to be very significant, but definitely it means two things. One, the high political activism which has emerged among all Malaysian politicians, politics in general, and the voters. Number two, if they are in particular areas, if they are in Chinese majority areas, they may basically boost up the numbers. But number three, look, by working abroad and staying abroad, you somehow or another are socialized very differently. You hear things very differently from where you are at home. If you are actually beneficiary or otherwise of patron-client system at home, say in Johor or in Kulai or whatever, but the fact that you have to go out to look for a living already creates some sort of disenchantment, unhappiness, and so on and so forth. So probably, again, we need to analyze.
As well confirm from whatever data that we know, when you're talking about Malaysian workers, they are predominantly Chinese, clearly so. So the question that probably is quite intriguing for us to reflect upon is this. In as much as it is natural for Chinese voters from Malaysia working in Singapore, getting influence in Singapore environment, getting influence with all the social media alternatives and so on, returning back and then voting for the DAP and for Chinese and so on, which is a natural phenomenon. But then the challenge will be, if this continues, what does that mean in terms of the vision for all political parties in Malaysia, consciously wanting to go to a tangent of multiracialism, multiculturalism, where ethnic parochialism will be reduced, where you're looking for Vision 2020, or Satu Bangsa, One Malaysia, and so on. But then the trends of voting so far are really ethnographic trends, Chinese, Indian trends, Chinese, Indians a bit divided,